spearhead that seems to be a problem. Anyway, folks, welcome to today. We're talking about celibacy and um,
And the Lord.
and the Lord, Christianity. Yes, let's do it. So hey, man, yeah, it's been a while. You've been on your V Rising Island. I've been on my Magic the Gathering and League Island.
Nice. How's that
Um,
going?
it's good. I want to actually start. I want to start the segment just to cover some news,
Cool.
like we normally do. So the arc raiders is all I can think about every minute of every day, and it
hmm
basically means that no game can deliver that experience to me until that's
Until
coming
you're,
back,
yep, exactly, yep.
which sucks.
Because there's no info.
There's no info, no release date. I just looked again today. Nothing. Um, we got nothing. I know, and so that's that's sad, but I'm excited. You know, it's been a really long time since I felt this way about a game.
hmm
I think it was probably like Battlefield 4. That was the last time that I felt this amped to play a game. And GTA delayed, but that's kind of old news. Do you know anything on that story? Do you know when it was originally supposed to be released and when it came out?
No. No, because I stopped following Rockstar releases because they historically just take 10 plus years.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm used
And
to that. I'm just like, I just wait.
we're also like we're PC gamers, so we've always kind of get shafted from GTA where it will come out on console and then in about a year later it comes out on PC. So I think that's the story with Grand Theft Auto. What's the latest one? Five? Is that the
Five,
latest
yeah.
one? That's right. That's the story, if I remember correctly, because I think I bought it on both like Xbox and then I bought it on PC as well. Which
Hmm.
is I won't be doing that again, but still cool. It's down the pipeline, and then Switch Two is coming out in the beginning of June, which is could be
Close.
exciting for some peeps.
Yeah. That was super close.
Are you into that? Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna pick that guy up?
No, I have a regular Switch. I don't necessarily play it too much. I have a Steam Deck I don't play, so I'm just like,
I know you don't
when I'm
even.
out when I'm out and
I
about, I don't want to be like this anymore. I have too much other stuff to do.
100%, dude. a
Yeah.
100%. I mean, the only time like my Switch serves its purpose is when I'm traveling.
Yep.
It's great
Yep.
because I can play games when I'm relaxing in the evening, and I can play games on the flight. Like it's fantastic. But that's really the only time it comes out of its box. And the Switch 2, at first glance to me, it just looks like the same shit. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see if it's. I don't think it's going to be very groundbreaking.
Yeah.
The titles don't look very interesting. I looked that up, but that's what I got for news. You got anything else that maybe you heard about? Something coming down the pipe?
I know people have been talking about, and I didn't watch it myself because I've just been busy playing V Rising, like you said. But there's been more videos and gameplay and update on Siege X, and they're making some really good
Oh,
updates, which looks
cool.
pretty cool. So
Yeah,
they're
cool,
was it Clash? Her shield is going to be used in a whole new way. It's
cool.
almost going to be used like Osa, where you can plant it and it'll transform into different
Nice,
ways. It won't do damage with the shock anymore. But the big thing on the flip side is that Siege Sledge is now going to be able to knock anyone with a shield on their ass.
nice.
Yeah,
That is cool.
yeah. So the video, the graphics of it look amazing.
Yeah.
All this updated gameplay footage looks pretty cool. That
Do
comes
we
out
know
on
when
June
that's coming
10th.
out?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Same
June
day,
10th.
same day as Dune Awakening,
Thank God, dude.
and then 9 days later, rematch comes out.
June 10th. Okay, cool. So June 10th, Siege X. That's good. That's probably going to get us back into Siege. I would imagine give us a new little fresh experience for that.
Yeah.
I'm interested if it changes the sound and just I
Yes.
think having more people playing that game, I
Mm,
do think will increase the integrity of that competitive experience, right? Because
yeah.
you have more people there, you're not having such a range of ranked players in there, which would be nice.
They did have a video about the differences in sound for someone upstairs and downstairs. Like upstairs is going to be a bit deeper and more boomy, like someone's thudding around up to top of you, and
Cool,
downstairs is going to be a little bit more tinny and echoey.
cool.
So that's going to be how people can differentiate. But I rather just listen to it and experience it because
Yeah. Can't
Yeah.
explain sound with words. It
Yeah.
defeats the whole purpose. I'm not
Yeah.
what's that symptom when somebody has like can see sound in colors? Isn't there a thing for that?
Yeah. Pharrell Williams says that
It's
he can
bullshit.
see sounds. I don't
It's
know.
made up, dude.
I don't
It's made up. I can too when I'm high on mushrooms. Yeah, I can see anything I want.
know.
That's cool. That's so June's gonna be good, man. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even want to speculate on Arc Raiders, but it's so polished already. I can't imagine it will take too much longer to come out. So it would be nice to have that come out. I I, I really want to sink my teeth in that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of what I've been doing too. Is I've been looking at Steam, and anytime something even remotely interesting, I'm like, nah, because I got at least two games I know I'm playing already in June, which are Dune
Rem-
Awakening and Rematch.
Wait, Dune Awakening. So you're
Oh
convinced
yeah,
you're gonna get that day
I've
one.
already paid. I bought it a long time ago.
All right. Dune Awakening. I'm waiting to see you play that before I get into it. Um, so Dune Awakening. Sorry, what was the other one you said?
Rematch.
Yeah, absolutely. That game's gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah, and that one should have another beta coming up at the end of this month. It's an open beta, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Beta at the end of the
so
month.
try and get on that.
So what games have you been playing this week?
V Rising, V Rising.
You're on it all the time. I see it.
Yeah, and
You're
it's not
getting
even
it,
the
dude.
same server. I switched servers.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So what happened? If you
You
want
got
me to go
voted
with
off
my
the island.
story,
Yeah, dude.
no. So one of the buddies that I used to play Hood Outlaws and Legends with, he was streaming his game, and he was on a server that was just duos. So
Yes.
one day I show up. I'm looking at all the Discord chats, and I see a bunch of people in this specific one, and they're all playing V Rising. I'm like, those guys didn't want to play V Rising before. What happened? Pop in there. They're like, yep, Mr. Z
Because it wasn't with
got
you.
well, probably. They're like, Mr. Z got teamed. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, we were watching him live on stream, and four people showed up at his base to raid him. And it's a one or two person server. So like,
Ah.
so now we're all showing up to get that guy back. And so we all
Ah.
hopped on, and it's six of us
It's
running around.
fucking
Team,
defeats.
if they're gonna team, we're gonna team. So I caught up real quick. We raided a couple, like we made out like bandits. But now what's happened is turned into something completely different. So there's these two assholes on the server that talk shit no matter what's going on. They could kill you when they're max level and you're like barely starting out, and they'll
They'll
start
just
talking
talk
shit.
shit.
They're so toxic that everyone on the server hates them. And this last weekend they had 14 golems at their base trying to raid them, like 14, because you have to use these raid golems. You summon them to like
Oh, okay.
break down the walls.
Oh,
They
okay.
had about 14 different ones
So
ready to
the
go.
whole service
The
just
whole
says
server is
fuck you
after them.
guys.
So what happened was, since we knew that they were going to go after them, we raided some other bases, right? Just to get some just to get
So
some loot in.
while
Yeah,
they're doing while they're fighting all that shit, you
yeah.
just go behind their back.
But those
Smart.
people were so smart that what they did was they were laughing in the chat, and they were like, "You guys are so effing stupid, this and that." They had moved all their loot to a different base, because you're only allowed to
Ah,
make one base, so they obviously have like a second account on the map,
yeah,
and they'd moved all their loot.
fuckers. Yeah.
Yeah, so then what we ended up doing was we spent a lot of time trying to wait near their base and see, because you can turn into rats or spiders and hide, right? So we're
Just
trying to
spy on them, dude.
see which way they were going, to see them moving loot back and forth. And they caught me 3 times last night, and they kept cussing me out and cussing me out. There's a 20-minute video. They're like, "Hey, why don't you just come over to the castle? You can come in and you can chat with us, and we'll hang out." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't believe you." And he's like, "Come on, dude." So I went in, completely like just ditched all my clothes that way that they couldn't kill me and destroy my clothes. And they talked to me for like 20 minutes. There's a video of it that my buddy was recording the whole thing, but he was pretty much just trying to say like, "Oh, we're just innocent, and people don't like us because we stole their loot." But I'm like, dude, you guys are talking mad shit all the time and like dropping some pretty nasty words in the chat. And he's like, "Come on, don't you want to just like be part of us three, and then you can be rich?" So my buddies were like, "Yes, do this." So now I'm
You've
fucking
infiltrated,
undercover,
dude.
trying to pretend like I'm friends with them. So
Dude.
as I'm talking to them, I leave the clan, and they're like, "Hey, why aren't you in your clan anymore? Who was your teammate?" I'm like, "Oh, it was this guy, Young Jamon." It's like, we've never seen him around before, and like that doesn't sound right. You just left your clan as you're talking to us. And I was like, no, he actually is messaging me on Discord that he kicked me. And they're like, what? So we came up with this whole story that
Holy
I was
shit,
kicked from
dude.
my clan because I was talking to them, and then I'm now restarting a base all by myself to make it look like I'm
What the
alone.
fuck?
So the hope is that I'll get in good enough with them that they'll tell me
Betray
where
the
their alternate base is,
betray the shit out of him.
and they're either gonna let me know where their alternate base is, and we're gonna raid the shit out of that, or I'm gonna be like, hey, if you guys need to stash your stuff in my place, you can stash your stuff in my place, and then just give me all the fucking loot.
Dude, oh, dude, that is a genius. I
So
absolutely love how you're like, it's not just the game,
it's not just
it's
the
the
game
whole
anymore. It's
politicking
crazy.
of the server and the
It's
community
so
and
crazy now. Even my
I
friends
love
last
it.
night, they're like, dude, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. And I was just like, that's fine. It's so cheesy
I
because
love that.
I was like, you guys can't come and drop me loot to help get my base up because it's gonna look suspicious if all of a sudden I have like this immaculate base in like
Yeah,
less
yeah,
than a
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
I was like, but if I even wanted to go get like any gear, I can't just be meeting them because if Key
You
or
have to have like
Zoltar, the two guys, if they ride by and see me,
you have to
I'll
like
be
hidden
fucked.
stash areas. You have to fucking
Right,
meet in the woods and
right.
drop your shit and
And
leave
not
it,
only
dude.
that, but they could be on their alt accounts and ride by and see me, and then they'll know. So even today, I got on and I was like, man, doing all these loot runs with the smallest bag possible is so annoying. So I
Uh-huh.
saw I saw Mr. Zeon, and I was like, hey, can you make me like a leather bag so I can do these loot runs and then just drop it outside of your base? I'll come and like just pick it up. He's all, meet me at the Waygate. So there's a teleporter near my base, and I met him there. And I run up in my little wolf form, and I'm just standing there. And a little rat comes out, throws a leather bag, and then runs
And then
away.
runs away, dude. You do a drug deal. Dude,
Then I
I
just pick it
love
up
it.
and take off. I was like, "This is
Okay.
hilarious!
I love it, dude. I love how
This is
this has
hilarious!"
evolved
Yeah,
into this crazy politicking game, dude.
yeah,
That's pretty impressive, man. It sounds like
yeah.
you're having a ton of fun.
It's just
I see it
so
on you
weird.
all the time.
It's
That's
so
pretty
weird.
rad.
Yeah.
You playing anything else? Or you just playing that guy?
Mainly playing that. I've been wanting to get back into the other game that what was that zombie game? Into the Dead, Our Darkest was Our Darkest Day, Our Darkest Hour, whatever that one.
Oh
The
yeah, yeah.
first player.
The side scrolling
Yeah, I've been wanting
single
to play
player.
that one again. I
Yep.
played a little bit of Make Good Choices, which is a $3 game. That's one of those just all you have to do is try and walk down the street, but the game is not going to let you just easily walk down the street. It's like, oh, a pole fell on you, a car next to you exploded, something like that. One of those
Okay.
types of games,
Mm-hmm.
and you just have to learn what the minor little like tells are
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
even try and cross the street. And I played that for a little bit, but it's mainly been V Rising.
So I've been playing. Obviously, there's League,
Oh, I tried a
and
game of League and I got destroyed.
I know it's hard. So Jake played with us yesterday. He started an account. He got in there, and I do feel really. I understand. It's so overwhelming when you first start, and like especially if you're playing with people that have played before. Like it's really overwhelming because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're supposed to be doing, and it looks like everybody else knows what the fuck's going on. And so we're trying to overcome that. I don't know what the best system is. Did you like playing the bots in that game? What do you
I'm
think
not ever
the
really a
best?
bot fan, but I mean,
Yeah,
I guess it helped because now I know the general idea of what I'm supposed to do in the game.
yeah,
But even so, when I went into this I went into one of those like quicker style
yeah.
matches.
Did you do Brawl? Do you remember what it was called?
No, it was the one
It's
that they automatically pick your character.
ARAM.
ARAM. That's
Yeah,
not
where
the
it's one lane.
no,
It's one. Oh, okay,
nope.
it's
It's
not
a full
that.
map. It's like the one where they already picked that I was Briar
Oh, Swift Play. I
Swift
think
play.
it's called
Yeah.
Swift Play. So there's a game mode that we should try out. It's Brawl, and it's one lane. It's kind of like ARAM. You get to choose your character, but it's all just based on fighting
Okay.
instead. And so I feel like it could be overwhelming because you don't know what other characters' kits do, so you're going to get your shit rocked for a while. But it's in my opinion a little bit more fun than playing a bot game, just to get used to it. But I mean, it's entirely up to you. League does
Gotcha.
like rotations of game modes, so they'll
hmm
have like a specialty game mode for X amount of time. And right now it's Brawl, which is pretty cool.
Gotcha.
So I'm playing League. I played some finals, which that game is really good. It just doesn't have that sense of progression that I really am looking for, but it is really fun.
Oh yeah, I hopped in one game of that, which was nice because I saw you on it and I was, I'm gonna try
Yep, played
this.
that. But what I've been spending a lot of time doing is I'm replaying Baldur's Gate 3 now
Nice.
again. I have never beat the game, so I really want to
Hmm.
beat it. And it's pretty nice because we have my buddy Alex and I are playing, and he's like a goody two shoes paladin,
Hmm.
um, and then I'm a rogue thief that has manipulated him to thinking I'm a good person, but I'm really just out for the money. I'm just trying to make a buck here.
Hmm.
So it means that like I'm constantly stealing my grubby little fucking fingers are on everybody's backside. So he'll start a confrontation because he's like nobly standing up in the face of justice and saying, "No, I'm protecting this guy." He's like having this conversation. I'll like walk behind and like fucking pickpocket the person. And a lot of the times it's fucked because we're in town and I just have to do this, dude. I don't know why I have to do this. I see somebody, I'm like, I bet they have shit, and I pickpocket them. And basically, every time you loot, you roll to see if you loot successfully.
Hmm.
And if you get to steal it from them, great. But sometimes they realize something's gone. Sometimes they detect you, whatever. And then if you're in a town and they detect you, you basically have to pay a hefty fine, go to jail, or fight them. It just fucks up
Oh,
everything.
interesting.
So
Yeah.
like he's trying to like be a good guy, and I come in and like steal shit, and then the whole town turns on us, and he's like, "Oh," and so I'm just ruining his thing because he's got like paladins have this like oath breaker mechanic where you have to behave. If you behave a certain way, if you don't behave a certain way, you break your oath.
Hmm.
And it's not necessarily all negative, but he's like trying to stay with his oath. So it's actually a ton of fun to fuck with him and like force him into situations where he doesn't want to be in because I can't get my greedy little fucking mitts off of people's pockets. And it's been
That's
a ton of
awesome.
fun, man. That game is absolutely incredible. It's really just an incredible game.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. So that's what I've been doing.
Nice.
So you doing anything competitive? You playing anything competitive right now? Just V Rising then?
Yeah. No, I've been just. I mean, I've been wanting to play Siege, but I don't know. I just haven't picked it back up. No one else has been playing it. I know that a lot of these guys who are playing V Rising right now had recently hopped into Siege to try it out, got to level 50 already, and then already made it to silver. I'm like, what the fuck? So,
That's
and
annoying.
there's like three or four of them.
They
Yeah.
all
So I'm
just
like,
make it to silver.
yep. It's probably because they talk to each other. They
Yeah,
have like a solid
yeah,
solid core of 3 to 4 ish people
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah. They
consistently
know
play
how
with.
each other play. And
Yeah.
these are people you met on V Rising. Is that right?
On Hood,
Oh, on Hood.
long time
Nice.
ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but that's an action kind of like a that's not an FPS game, is it?
No, it was a third person. Like if you
Yeah.
think of not quite Hunt Showdown, but it was a third person, but it was still you have to go find where the treasure is, open the like find steal the key, open the treasure, or like where the treasure is, take it to the extraction point, and then extract it while fighting against the other teams to extract it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I played some VR games. I don't know if you've ever played Ghost of Tabor.
Yep.
I played that with Jake. That's I could get into that, but it just seems like I'm either. It seems like I get my shit rocked in that game so much, and it sucks, dude, to die. It's so penalizing to die.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Tarkov.
It's
It's
like
just the
Tarkov.
VR Tarkov.
Yeah, it's like a VR Tarkov. But the combat's fun and it's fucking intense, dude. Like when you get in gunfights in VR in that game, it is very intense.
Have you played Breachers?
I have played Breachers.
It's like VR R6.
It's VR R6 and it's
Yeah.
fun. It's
Yeah. It's a
definitely
fun
fun.
game. Yeah.
It's just there's not a ton of people that play VR games, so it's hard to find matches like consistently that
You'll run into the
are
same people too.
yeah, you run into the same people and they're like way better than you. But
Tabor usually I don't run into anyone, and then Breachers, it's like I'll run into a group of people and I'll see them pretty much the entire time I play that night.
interesting.
Yeah, I
Tabor is
don't.
pretty. I'd say every match we played at Tabor, we either killed or died. I don't think
I've
we
only ever run
extracted
into
like once.
computers in
Really?
Tabor. Yeah,
No, I ran into yeah every match we ran into multiple people. I mean I think we
that's
probably
good.
killed like 5 people. Played 3 matches, killed 5 people, died twice, extracted with. Yeah, it was actually pretty fun. It was pretty fun, but um, I don't know. I don't know. It's just something doesn't quite sit right to keep me like super engaged with it. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah,
yeah, so that's the story, dude. That's where I'm at. Haven't
Just
really done
waiting,
any
waiting for
competitive
Arc Raiders.
analysis for that, but yeah, Arc Raiders is like that's all I can think about. So I'm really hoping that that comes through. I've been playing some Magic the Gathering. I fucking love that game, but
I
that's
played one game of that.
did you?
Yeah, on my computer. I have
Oh, the
cards and I've
arena.
still never played. Yeah, I have cards and I just don't have anybody to play with.
Do you
I
have a
think I
commander
even
deck? You have
I
precons?
have two. Yeah, never
Do you
played
want
Commander.
do you want to play commander with our home group? Because
When do you guys
we
play?
play I can add you on the text thread. I'll do that. I'll add you on the
I'll feel
text thread.
bad. I'm gonna be this noob that's never
No,
played
dude.
before.
No. It's really not a problem. There's lots of people that are new, and we always need a fourth. It is completely fine.
What's the name of the you said there's a program you use to,
Spell table.
and that's on Steam.
It's on. Nope. It's on its own thing. So you actually use a Wizards of the Coast login.
Hmm.
So it's
Okay.
it's owned by the company that owns MTG. I
Nice.
guess. I think that's how it works. But you log into there, and yeah, it just allows you to click on cards on people's tables,
Yeah.
and you have a good camera setup. So if you just like angle it down, like I have this whole stand set
Angle
up.
at
So
my
basically,
wiener.
like yeah, you put it at your crotch like this, and then you put cards down. I have a card, dude. I'm kind of obsessed. I just built a new deck, but you basically put a card down and then you click on it, and it will show you what it is, so you can read it and understand it and make your plays based off of that,
That's pretty cool.
which is great. I love it, man. Yeah, and we're always trying to get people to play. Like I actually go on Spell Table and play random people because
Oh, so it's literally just spelltaper.wizards.com,
yeah,
and then when you hit create game,
yep,
it'll just use that website.
yep.
Oh,
And you can
that's crazy.
join custom games like if you're me and really like to play and don't want to, you can join custom games. I mean, people are generally pretty good in those lobbies, so you like don't expect to win, but you can
Yeah.
still play and test your deck out and do shit like that.
Will you
But
get in
I've been
trouble if you have your cards out and your wieners like hanging over them?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think
It could be
it's
like Omegle, chat
yeah, it's like
roulette.
Omegle. Yeah. I don't think
That's
you're going to get a lot of like super attractive girls to be looking at it. So if you're into really like sweaty, nerdy, overweight guys, you want to show them your wiener, I think that's probably a good avenue.
cool.
Yeah, so you could definitely do it. It's fun though. I don't know. I love that game so much. So I'll add you to the group text, and basically we text, "Hey, you guys play Magic tonight?" And then people will say yes or no. You can see it, and then we'll hop on Discord. And but yeah, dude, you're more than welcome. Trying to get as many people as possible, and skill level. Don't worry about it. That's how you learn. That's how you learn, and it's
Yeah.
not that bad. It's not like it's a super. There's a lot of like intricacies of the rules of the game, but it's
Hmm.
not hard to understand the basics of the game. And um, the tricky part is understanding like what other what the other person's trying to achieve and counter that. But that is just going to have to come with time.
With spell
But it,
table, so I mean with commander, that's 100 HP, right?
no, so it's 40 HP,
Oh, 40 HP.
100 card deck. So
There you
you
go.
have do you have like did you buy a commander deck that's like a theme deck, like a it's called a precon, if you know what that
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
So what do you have? Do you know?
I'd have to go check. It was one of the Lord of the Rings like
Yeah,
pack.
okay.
It came with like two different ones.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Those are cool, dude. I have like so I got the Doctor Who precons. I got some other precon. I like precons. Precons are really they're like well-rounded decks. Wait, we have chats here. Who's chatting,
Yeah,
dude?
be all.
Oh, you son of a bitch, dude. What are you doing? Intense. Okay, nice. You're chatting back. Nice. Uh, the whole time. No, but yeah, I have like precons are good because they're going to be very functional decks. So your deck will work, and there'll be cool triggers and cool interactions. It's fun to play. It's a great way to learn the game, and they're themed like you're playing Lord of the Ring cards. Like
Yeah.
I started playing Doctor Who precons. I had a couple Doctor Who precons, and then I ended up building a few of my own that are like there's different tiers of decks, and so like they're a little stronger in so I don't play, you got to be careful. Like I'm not going to play a super strong deck with a bad deck because then it's not fun for anybody because I'm just stomping. But it's cool. Very fun game, man. Lots of strategy, lots of luck. It's just fun. You interact the whole time. There's like shit talking, politicking, like that whole thing is like a really big thing. Um, it's a ton of fun.
Yeah. I mean that's the biggest thing is I've only been missing the that no one else wants to play it usually.
Yeah, dude, I'm always down to play that game. Like I made Travis play with me last night, even though I didn't want to, because I wanted to sound dead. And it's a ton of fun.
Nice.
What are you doing tonight? Playing some V Rising?
I saw that they're all in there. I was gonna hop in and see what they're up to, just cause yep, they're all in V Rising. I need to see. I need to see what's going on with
I know. I
this
love the
fucking.
story. I'm excited to hear next week what happens in that.
Yeah,
That's
there's a couple
pretty
people who are
fucking
offline.
deep, dude.
There's a couple people who are offline. Um,
I
there are
love
some
that.
things I need to do with my base, but
I absolutely love it.
the
These
main thing
side
is yeah,
quests.
the main thing is between now and the weekend, I need to just slowly try and build the trust of the other two, and so
So you
I
get
need
to
to
seem the fuck out of them.
yeah, yeah.
I absolutely love it.
So
I love it so much, dude. And you could even rat it out. Like you could tell them, you could tell your homies where the base is at, and then not rate them, and so they don't even know,
yep,
dude.
yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You're
Yeah,
gonna,
my friend was trying to think of an idea where he gets online with his alt account, right? Puts a little bit of loot in there or whatever, something like that, and says, "Hey, now I'm gonna go tell them this is where there's some good loot, and so is gonna rate it right now." And then have a different player start rating that base, and it'll almost like gain their trust. Like, hey, I
oh,
know what moves are being made around this map.
ah,
Yeah,
dude, it's your
so
Game of Thrones, your
it's
Game of
crazy.
Thrones and V Rising. That's pretty badass, man.
Yeah.
That's honestly, that's gaming at its finest. I love it.
What are you playing
I love
tonight?
it. I'm playing some Baldur's Gate.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
move that forward, dude. It's a ton of fun. Like, so there's mods. We have mods, and my guy is completely. So you can dress up your guy any way you want to. So I'm a rogue thief that is got eyeliner on. My name is Axel Morn, Mourne. I'm going with a super emo theme, and he's got this fucking emo like hairdo, and that's great. It's funny. It's awesome to watch him because like the graphics are good. You get to watch it. You know, I don't know. You get to watch them interact with people. It's fun, but he's completely naked, and so he's got his little dick hanging around. He's got a cape on and loafers, and so he's just this like hardcore emo guy with a cape and loafers on, and he's just, I don't know,
That's
dude.
awesome.
It's a ton of fun.
That game's on sale right now. I've never seen that game as low prices as it's $47.99.
Have you played it?
No, never played
Dude,
it.
it is.
I played the other Baldur's Gate, but I don't remember it being turn based like this.
I don't know. Did you ever play Divinity 2 or 1?
Mm-mm.
All right, so that's the same studio, and it is turn based. Those games are also great. I'm not generally a turn based kind of guy,
Same.
but the way the combat is in Baldur's Gate 3 is fine. It's Divinity 2, in my opinion, which is the same studio, is much better. Like
Mm.
it's very fun with the action points or whatever. But in Baldur's Gate 3, they're sticking to the D&D Pathfinder setup. So
Yeah.
they're staying true to that, which is fine. So, and it's still rewarding, but it's just not as cool. But it's all everything else, the fucking story building, the choices, the RPG mechanics, like what happens. It's so incredible, dude. Like, and the world is so dense that you're walking through this world and like building your own story, and it's just incredible, dude. It's really a work of art, man. This game is something else.
Yeah. I've
So,
heard nothing but good things. I mean, didn't it win Game of the Year in 2023 or whatever?
oh yeah, it had to have. I
Mm.
would say it's probably my top 5 best games of all time. Like and just because of how incredible this, like, ambitious this game is. I'd say, I mean, we had a banger year. Elden Ring's up there too, and both those games. I'm not a huge single player game, but like the depth and the beauty of the world always gets like, it's just, I don't know, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's tons of fun.
Nice.
Cool. Well, that's all I got for you, man. That's all I
Cool,
got.
man.
So,
Cool. Well, we
um,
will chat about probably some more V Rising.
I'm
And
excited.
then I think it's next, not this upcoming weekend, like the 24th, but I think it's the following 29th or 30th that you should be able to do the
Rematch beta.
rematch beta.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that for sure because that
Yeah,
looks good.
yeah. Gotta let me know anything on that one too.
Yep.
Until then, we just wait for our creators.
Yeah, dude. I'm very excited, but I want it to be out now so I can play it
Yep, totally
and
get
get
you.
bored of it already. I want to be bored of it by next week. All right, homie.
Cool, man.
I'll put you on that text thread
Yeah,
and let me know if you want to play League too. I'm always open for that. So
yeah. I think it definitely makes a difference playing with people who are communicating versus going into a random game and no one's
yep,
talking, everyone's doing random shit,
yep.
and then we're all
It's a
just dying.
it's a lot more overwhelming to be
Yeah.
honest. So
Yeah.
makes sense.
Cool, man.
Roger stinks, you son of a bitch, dude. Got to use profanity like that with a Z though. I'm edgy. I mean,
All I
I am
did,
edgy.
I just changed a few of the. There you go. Surprised you saw it. I was like,
I
he'll never
did.
see. It's the
I
first
did.
and last letter that's the same. All right, man.
All right, dude.
Have a good one.
Till next time.
Later.